we get because I don't know what's going on. Both computers because of XSplit, I guess, and I don't know why. I've had XSplit before, and it hadn't. As you can see, the little thing down in the left hand corner, and it didn't make a difference. I could just stream right from my computer, right from my webcam, and for some reason it's now it wants to go all junky on me, and I don't have no idea why. So, um, but whatever. This is the rapid reaction to Survivor Series 2020. Um, Pretty interesting show. We go ahead. We'll start with the Battle Royal kickoff show. I had a SmackDown superstar winning. He did not. The Miz won. He's the Money in the Bank winner. We'll see what happens with that. And yeah, so there was some. Uh, I had the Battle Royal at 3 stars. I'm all flustered. I apologize. I'm even more flustered than I usually am because I just shit just wasn't working right for some reason, and just wasn't working like it should have been. So I don't know. Um, I don't know what it is. Um, I'll try to find out sometime this week because I got the NXT War Games coming up. I'm gonna want to do a rapid reaction for that, so I got to make sure I know what to do a rapid reaction for. Sucks. Anyway, we start off with the men's Survivor Series match, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. The story had been that Team Raw couldn't get along, and what happened? The story was told was that they actually got along pretty well, and they took out the entire Team SmackDown. Started off with Seth Rollins taking himself up for the greater good. I guess I'll need him to write himself off, or that's what brought himself off. Um, and then I forget who's next. I forget who got left. But what it came down. Jay Uso was the last one, and Jay Uso tried to fall valiantly, just couldn't do it, and got pinned by Keith Lee, and Team Raw won with all 5 members being the survivors. So that should be very interesting come tomorrow night to see what happens now with those 5. Then we had a men's survivor. No, that was a men's survivor match. It was 3 3/4 stars. I thought it was pretty good. The tag team matches between New Day and Street Profits. I thought that was really good too. I have it at 3.5 stars. I think now there's a thing about it going back on it. It was probably 4 stars. It was really, really excellent. Loved the way they did some of the moves, or the way you had New Day kind of almost like taking the young bucks for not the actual young bucks, taking the younger guys for granted or something like that. Kind of showboating up, but and not just for hitting Kofi with his own trip in paradise and so many other things. We got a cash out that wasn't completion, but then we got another finishing move that was a winner and victory for the Street Profits. So yeah, 4 stars. I think that was actually a really, really good match. Put the guys over, and so yeah. So now we'll see what how both people go their separate way. The U.S. and IC match was next. It was Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, and like I think like I thought, like most of us thought, this was pretty much a squash with Bobby Lashley just taking in, Sami Zayn school, Sami not really getting any type of credible offense in onto Bobby Lashley. Anytime Sami Zayn tried to run, he was met with the hurt business and including Bobby Lashley putting the hurt on him, finished it with the hurt lock. It's a 1 star match. What can you say? The women's head-to-head match, women's champions match between Raw Women's Champion Asuka and Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion. Gotta admit, I thought this was okay. there was some points where it was getting iffy there for me. I think he went to me kind of dozed off there, but again, I did think the other part is like it was just regular. It was just, Sasha Banks won. She beat Asuka. Good for her. I think they'll keep her on her roll as she now goes on to take care of Carmella. And I don't know what's next for Asuka, but yes, 2.2 stars. Excuse me for yawning. The now then it was the Women's Survivor Series match, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. And at one point, at the very beginning, uh, Lana tagged herself in, and she did all her things, and she was fighting back, and she went to tag and stuff, and she did this thing where they put her on the step, told her not to move, and she was. Uh, I have no idea why they're doing it. But I think, like most of us thought, something was going to happen where it was going to end up being Lana was going to end up being the sole survivor because guess what? She was she because it came down to Bianca Belair and Nia and Lana and Nia Jackson and Bianca Belair were fighting on the outside, and the referee counted, didn't get back inside, and they didn't get back in time. And guess what happened? Yes, it was a it was a good count out, leaving Lana as the sole survivor for Team Raw. So yeah, we'll have to see. Who knows what's gonna happen with that, man. Otherwise, the women's stuff that they did, I thought was actually pretty good. I like some of the stuff that they were telling. I like some of the stuff that they did. Like the fact that Peyton Royce pinned Bailey. I like that was good. Let's see, we got a Spanish fly from let's call her Lacey Banks, Lacey Evans, and on Bianca Belair. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, 3.5 stars altogether. Come down to it, but the crazy finish with Lana. And she didn't go through a table, so I'm guessing she'll go through one tomorrow. But there was no table for Lana tonight. And then finally, the WWE champion Drew McIntyre versus the big dog, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And to me, this could very well end up being the what Roman had to do to get past Brock Lesnar. This could be what Drew McIntyre must do to get past Roman Reigns, because I think that this could be a story that they're going to try and tell, where Drew McIntyre takes the next year and a half to try to get past Roman Reigns. you know, to get past Roman Reigns, and which would include maybe a wrestler, include some type of match with him and Roman, somewhere down the line, and Roman will also face The Rock. I'm still hoping that happens. I don't know if it's gonna be this year or next year, but I'm hoping it happens. I think that would be really awesome if it did. Hey, it should be at WrestleMania. It shouldn't be at SummerSlam or anything like that. Yeah, let's do it at WrestleMania. Um, but yeah, otherwise this match was incredible. We had some really good stuff going. Slow methodical is I think again is I wasn't looking at on Twitter all the time. See, people thought it was boring and all like that. But again, the slow methodical stuff is great. It's old school and it's awesome. And Drew and Roman here did it perfectly well. Um, and then it catches up to the building, get the spear and everything like that, and everything that's happening. Hits him with a Samoan drop, two Samoan drops on the table. Then he also spears him through the barricade, throws him in there. Somehow Drew McIntyre still kicks out, and then finally, after a little bit of distraction from Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, excuse me. Yes, he locks in the guillotine, and Drew can do nothing but pass out, and it's a victory for Roman Reigns. Excellent work between these two guys. These guys did a hell of a job. 4.25 star for this one. Match of the night, truly awesome. Of course, it's going to be love what they do, you know. And again, it's a ways that Drew can take a loss without taking a loss. He didn't tap, he didn't quit, he just passed out. He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. He passed out. So and I think that's going to be what comes back to that. The next time they have their match, and that's what it should be. The next time that they have their match, it should be that he now is able to sustain the guillotine a lot longer. But then he gets hit. He gets hit. And he gets taken out with the spear, and the spear gets him. And then finally, the third match, that's when Drew can hit the Claymore and take out Roman Reigns 1, 2, 3. So I'm hoping that's where to go. Let's slow burn this one. Yeah. So those were all the matches, and all in all, let's see, Raw won 1, 2, for if you want to count the victories, Raw won 4-3. Um, they won the Battle Royal with The Miz. They won the Men's Survivor Series match. They won the Women's Survivor Series match, and they won the U.S. versus IC match. And of course, the SmackDown won the tag match. They won the women's match, and then they won, Roman versus Roman Reigns. So, no, it was a big night for Monday Night Raw. Although SmackDown did do its thing. And then, of course, the main event was the final farewell of The Undertaker. And this one was kind of interesting. They had all the people come down. They introduced JBL and Jeff Hardy and all of these guys, and the Phineas and Henry Godwin was there. And that was incredible. Savio Vega was there. Rikishi, members of the Bone Street crew were there. Shawn Michaels was there. Triple H, Ric Flair, all those guys were there. Kevin Nash was there. They all was there to celebrate the Undertaker. Then they went. They after they brought all of those guys out, Kane as well. Can't forget his brother. They went to a thing. They went to a tape about the career of the Undertaker. And so they did that. They talk about the career of the Undertaker, and they after that, Vince was standing in the ring, and Vince, there's no other way to say it. Vince just doesn't. It looks like he's either not doing any plastic surgery, or he's doing plastic surgery and it's bad plastic surgery because it's in COVID. So it's whatever it is, it's not looking very. He's not looking. He may be healthy otherwise, but he just looks bad. But he was out there and he was talking and he was doing his best not to choke up because this is one of his guys. He called out the Undertaker. Undertaker came out and he walked into the ring, did his entrance, came in the ring, said a little something. It was very short and sweet. Very short, very sweet, to the point. That's something you see from Undertaker. Undertaker, if you want to see Undertaker break, character, watch these Broken Skull sessions, or watch some of the others. Watch the Last Ride documentary. But you're probably not gonna catch him, breaking character in the ring. That being said, it was really smart and sweet. At the end, he did his thing, but he did like this, and they had a hologram of Paul Bearer show up there, and oh my yes, yeah, it was really good. What else can you say but thank you, Taker? It's an honor. It's been an honor and a privilege to watch you do your thing for damn near 30 years. Yeah, 1990. Yeah, not damn. It has been 30 years. 1990 to now to 2000. 30 years. We appreciate you, my friend. We appreciate you. We thank you from all the fans. We appreciate you did for us, putting your body on the line each and every night for us. In a 6'10", 325 pounds, that couldn't have been something that you needed to do. You know, you didn't need to jump off top rope onto Steve Austin onto the table. You didn't need to climb up the cage to one throw Mankind off, to choke them through the cage, and to push Rikishi off. You didn't need to do that, you know, or to chase Sean up there, or you didn't need to do some of the things. You didn't need to go through a table for Edge. Have Edge put you through a table or do those type of matches or anything like that. So don't forget, we definitely appreciate you, my friend. So hashtag thank you, Taker, without question. And yes, and that was the entire Survivor Series. All in all, I think a pretty good show. We had some really good matches. We had a couple of I don't think really no bad match in my eyes. The US IC was a squash, but it is what it is. When you have one bad match like that against a bunch of others, I think it's totally fine. So yeah, I'm with you on that. So all right. So now I got to figure out how to do some of these things with this. So yeah, even though this is a live stream, most of you guys are probably going to see this at another time looking at it. So and I'm not sure what you're going to see. I hope you can at least hear me at the very least. So and then we're trying to figure out what the hell is going on with the other things and try to figure those out. All right, post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me go think about what you think about tonight. What was your favorite match? What was your best match? And give me your favorite Undertaker memory. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful. And I am out.